Hello everyone, I'm Father Manny Edgar-Beltran. I'm greeting you from the Oratory St. Benedict, Our Lady of Grace Chapel in Ventura, California, which is our mother house for our congregation, our Benedictine congregation. Today I'm sharing today's gospel, like we do most Sundays. I would like to ask you guys to keep in mind that sometimes different geographical regions have different gospels. So don't be sending me a message here, oh, you used the wrong gospel for today. Well, that's what we have in our region and that's what we'll be using, okay? Also, today is the 22nd Sunday in Ordinary Time. And if for X reason you hear some airplanes passing by, it seems like there's a lot of small airplanes flying around. Just ignore the sound. A reading from the Gospel according to Mathew. Jesus began to show his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer greatly from the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed on the third day to be raised. Then Peter took Jesus aside and began to rebuke him. God forbid, Lord, no such thing shall ever happen to you. He turned and said to Peter, get behind me, Satan. You are an obstacle to me. You're thinking not as God does, but as humans do. Then Jesus said to his disciples, whomever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. For whomever wishes to save his life will lose it. But whomever loses his life for my sake will find it. What profit will there be for one to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? Or what can one give in exchange for his life? For the Son of Man will come with his angels in his Father's glory, and then he will repay all according to his conduct. The Gospel of the Lord. So, on today's Gospel, Jesus tells Peter, get away from me, you Satan. That's kind of harsh words for the founder, the visible head of his church on earth, isn't it? That is something that some would take us back. Some of us will not understand that. But what Jesus is telling us, though we as human beings can be touched, provoked, or pursued by the adversary from people that we know, people of good deeds or goodwill, that unknowingly they're being instruments and venues for the adversary to get into our lives. For example, somebody decides to join religious life and the whole family is totally against it. No, we want our name to go forward, we want this, we want that. Well, your name could continue living. Yes, you will not be making a lot of money in religious life as a priest, as a deacon, as a permanent brother. No, you will not. You will never be rich. That's for sure. If you live according to the gospel. But the most important message here is not how Jesus rebukes Peter and tells him to stay away from him. But the message is, what is the good of owning a lot of stuff if you lose your life, your eternal life? Jesus is inviting us for us not to concentrate on the material things, but on the spiritual things, on the spiritual realm of our existence. Jesus is inviting us to be part of his kingdom. And it's very clear what it says. What profit will there be for one to gain the whole world and loses his life? Not much. For the Son of Man will come with his angels and his Father's glory, and then he will repay all accordingly. Jesus is reminding us that whatever we do for the sake of others, God keeps an eye on it. Today, this morning, We celebrate the Eucharist in Los Angeles County, in Canoga Park. And during the distribution of the Eucharist, two little children, they came forth to receive Holy Communion. They had their little hands like this, like I instruct everybody, all the grown-ups. And of course I give them Holy Communion. And they put it right away in his mouth, and they consume it. Little children that I know for a fact they had not done their first Holy Communion. But who am I to deny that? To the little children. If the Lord speaks to them in their hearts that they need to receive, I'm not the one that has the right to deny that to them. So those children, they'll remember this moment in their lives that they did receive Holy Spirit, that they were not got turned away. That I did not just bless them with a sign of the cross over their heads and send them away. No, they will remember because they are chosen by God. May you, my brothers and sisters, be chosen by God in whatever you do. Whatever you do, may you do it out of love, compassion. Whatever you do, may you do it because you're inspired with the Spirit of the Divine within you to move forward in this life. May you be blessed, may you be holy. Amen.